Hello, my name's Freya Thompson and I'm here to teach you an intermediate tune that I composed called Garry Porches, which can be found in my intermediate harp book, New Tunes for Harp. I'm going to start by playing you the tune. It's in G major, so you will need F sharps on, and then I'm going to talk you through the tune. So, I'm going to start by teaching you the right hand because this piece of music is very melody driven, and then we can add the left hand later. We've got a tiny little introduction, which is also the end phrase of the melody. And we're going to start with 4 fingers, B, D, E, G, and we've got an upbeat here, so it's 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, E, D, get your thumb on the E, E, A, G, D. So we can practice that phrase again. So we're going to do 4, 3, 2, 1, B, D, E, G, 2 and 3 are coming straight back on, thumb going on the E, stretching down to the A, G. And once more, just for the rhythm of it, 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that's your introduction, which will also be your end phrase. So when we go to the beginning of the first part, we're going to have our G, E, D, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. You'll notice I reached my thumb up to the B in advance, and we're going to do B, A, G, G. 2, 3, 1, 2. So that's our first phrase. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Our second phrase. We're going to rock between our second and our thumb a little bit here. We're going to be going B, D, B, E, and then down. So just before we play that last thumb, we're placing the D, B, and A. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. So that whole of the second phrase starts with the rocking between the B and the D. B, D, thumb up to the E, place your 4-finger phrase, and we play a second A. We're going to do a little upbeat that's going to take us back to what ultimately is the same as the first phrase, and we're going to go B, A, first phrase. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. And then we're at our end phrase already, so you probably remember this. We've got 4 on B, 3 on D, second on E and thumb on G. These two go back to where they were. Thumb goes on to the E, stretching down to the A G, and another G. So that's the first part. If you'd like to practice playing it with a repeat, now is a great time to do that. You can pause the video, and I'm going to move on to the second part now. We're going to start the second part with the top half of a G arpeggio, third finger on B, second on D and thumb on G. We're going to play that as a brushed chord. We're going to place an octave, fourth on B and thumb on B. You're going to put your fourth back onto the B and your thumb onto the A this time, and quickly place a team of white strings, A, G, E and D. So that's your first phrase of your second part. If I play that with the correct rhythm, it will sound like this. Our second phrase of the second part starts with 3, 2, 1, C, D, E. And then we're going to do down white strings from the E, E, D, B, A. If you'd like to add a little grace note here, you can add one just from the D to the E. So that second phrase, we're going up from the C. And then we go up the same strings we've just gone down. And then we place a triad. So we're going down from the E, D, B, G. So that third phrase goes up from the A, B, D, E, and then you're adding the triad shape on the way down. Fourth phrase is nice because we're just going to go up and down the same notes. Place. Fifth phrase is going to go which is E, D, E, B, A, G, G. E, D, E. I'm placing in advance of play. Hope you are too. So we're going to go up this brushed chord, which is the top half of a G arpeggio. Octave B, seventh to the A, down the strings. I would consider that to be our first phrase, and our second phrase would be up from the C and then down the white strings. Grace note here. And then we've got our third phrase coming up. We go back up the same strings and down a triad shape. Fourth phrase coming up and down those white strings. And then we've got our fifth phrase coming up. Another grace note option there for you. That other grace note option there when we play the E as a melody note, and if you want to just skim past this G and E on the way down to the D, that's quite a nice one to squeeze in there. So now you've got the melody of the whole tune. That means we're ready to add the left hand. For our introduction, we're going to do an E, and then a little crunchy chord here. We've got a D, E and a G, and then we're going to go down to this D and jump up to the same little crunchy chord. And then we're going to go down one more string to the C, and we're going to do fourth on G, third on B, second on C and thumb on E. We're going to play them as individual notes, and then we can put that together with the right hand. So don't forget we've got an upbeat here, and 3 and 1, 2, 1, notice that those chords actually went in the gap of the long notes in the right hand, so that's pretty handy. And then we go on to the first part chords, and we're going to play the slow G, and then we're going to play an A, B, D, a crunchy chord up here, and then we're going to go down to E, and we're going to play the same crunchy chord up here, and then we're going to play this C in the same way that we did in the introduction. And that's the first phrase chord. So we've got the G, A, B, D, E, A, B, D, C, and broken chords. If we put them together, we're going to realise that this thumb coincides with our third finger in our right hand. So we're just going to float that right hand third finger for a little moment. So we're going to go, and then put your third finger on. And then we're going to move on to the second phrase, and we've got an A in the bass, and then an A triad, and then a passing note B. It helps if you play that with a flat hand because you can damp it nice and quickly. And then we've got a C octave, and then we fall down to the lowest D we've got. So we've got the A triad, B, C octave, D. And that fits with this little bit where we rock between the B and the D. And that is how it fits together. And then we go back to the first part. E crunchy chord, C broken chord, and we're already at the end phrase of the first part. We're going to play this A in the bass, and we're going to jump up to a B, C, E. 3, 1, 2, 3. So we've got a beat 1 that has no notes on it here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to do a D octave and a C octave. Putting that together with the right hand. D octave, C octave. We repeat the whole tune. Crunchy chord, E, crunchy chord, C, broken chord. Then we go to our A, jump up to the triad, B passing note, C, the same way. Then we go to a G crunchy chord, down to the E, crunchy. And then we've got our A. And the second time we do our D octave to the G. You are going to be delighted to know that the left hand for the second part gets a little bit more of a pattern. So we're going to go G, 2, 3, G, 2, up to D, down to C, up to D. So there's 2 of each chord, G, 2, 3, G, 2, up to D, down 1 string to C, and then 1 string up to D, and then we're going to do our C, 2, 3, G, 2, 3. Here our pattern changes a tiny bit, and we're going to go G, F sharp passing note, E, 2, 3, and then we're going to go down to our lowest C, or if you don't have one, you can play it on this C, C, 1 D, and then G. put that all together. We've got G to G, 2 Ds coming up, 2 Cs coming up, 2 Ds coming up. Here we're actually going to add a little D7. We're going to play the D on the top, then the C on the top, and then we're going to do a C octave and a G octave. You ready for the passing note? I'll do that again. C, stay on the C, 1 D, and up to the G. And we repeat that. 2 Gs, 2 Ds, Cs, 2 Ds. This time we do D, C on the top, C, passing note, C coming up for a 2, D for 1, and then we're ready for our outro. Well done! In our right hand we're going to play the top half of a G chord. We're going to play G, C, E, and then we're going to keep the G in the bottom but play a G triad, so G, B, D, and then we're going to go back to the G, C, E. You can practice how that feels. And then we're going to jump up, play an E and a B, then we're going to play a D triad and a G on its own, and then the top half of a G arpeggio, B, D, G. And we're going to play that with a C chord, a D chord, and then just a G in the bottom there with a brushed chord. If you would like to let your listeners know that you're just about finished during your outro, you can slow down gradually just to give them a little bit of warning. Have a lovely time playing Garry Porches. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you would like to download the music for this tune, it's available on scotlandsmusic.com, and it's also in my book, which is New Tunes for Harp Intermediate Level. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.